This is Kevin with William Raveis Vermont Properties. Today I'm with Ruxana Oosman, and we're going to be talking about interior design trends. Ruxana, could you tell us a little bit how the trends work?
Absolutely. So what's really interesting with the trend cycle is it used to be on a 30-year kind of cycle for trends, because at the 30-year mark, we kind of forget what happened 30 years ago. So then it's a cycle and those trends come back around. There are four kinds of trends. There are global trends, there are national trends, regional trends, and of course, local trends, which for us would be the state of Vermont.
Now, how does this trends work in the cycles for the interior design?
So what's really interesting is that trends had this like 30-year cycle, and now with Pinterest, Instagram, influencers, bloggers, Twitter, that is actually like it's a rapid pace now. And so that 30-year cycle is condensed down. So we are going through trends much, much faster. What's interesting also, so for interior design, every single trend that we see in interior design is related to fashion. We are taking these kind of global trends and they trickle down to us anywhere from 5 to 8 years later, where we're gonna see them at our local stores and home goods.
So like home design would be like brass is back.
Well, exactly. So it's paint color palettes. It's actually fabric patterns, whether it's a large dynamic pattern or a really small geometric pattern. It's materials. Are copper sinks in use? Is it going to be marble, or is it going to be quartz, or is it going to be granite? So all of those materials.
Why do you advise clients not to always follow those trends?
So at Ruxana's Home Interiors, we practice the art of choosing well rather than choosing often. My clients are busy working professionals. We specialize in vacation homes, so they want to come to Vermont for a skiing vacation and they don't want to have to think about redecorating. So we spend their money wisely. We buy excellent quality the first time around. There's that old saying, buy quality once and you only cry once. And we also cannot forget the kind of impact that we have on the environment if we go through these trend cycles and we're constantly just consuming.
So what classic elements are always in style in Vermont?
Okay, so this is exciting. These are 5 really popular trends that are directly related to Vermont, and quite frankly, we have been practicing this indefinitely because Vermont is a very, very kind of natural indoor-outdoor type of environment.
Right.
So number 1 is natural elements. And this home is a perfect example of that. Lots of wood, lots of stone. We have cement sinks that kind of are reflective of stone, natural light. All those natural elements are always in style in Vermont. The second trend is biophilic, which is actually a national trend, and it is directly related to the first trend of natural environment, because what we're really looking is to bring the outside in. That comforts us, that brings us kind of health and wellness, and psychologically is very soothing to us. The third one is maximalism, which is really about creating cozy spaces. We're always looking for little nooks and crannies that we can decorate so that there's a little bit of a respite from these larger rooms that we're in. And last one is multifunctional. And I think this is a direct relation from COVID. So we're trying to find ways to sneak home offices and Zoom rooms into guest bedrooms.
Seen a lot of that.
Exactly. So multifunctional spaces, especially in larger homes where we can have small cozy nooks where people can kind of get away and visit instead of these larger great rooms.
What questions do you ask yourself before following these trends?
Okay. Number 1, are you just following this because it's trendy? What's your personal style? Do you even like it, or are you just trying to be trendy? Does it fit your lifestyle? And last one, is there going to be longevity, or is this just something that's going to end up in a landfill in 3 to 5 years because you're bored?